Shalom, brothers and sisters, and Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. This particular video, man, I had to actually pull over on the side of the road. I'm in my work truck, but the Spirit came upon me, and I'm going to go ahead and do a quick hit, man. I just watched a video from a brother. I'm going to actually show y'all. This video right here, grandmother gives birth to granddaughter, confusion and vexation, by Stay in the Spirit 144, man. You know, very edifying video. But as brothers, we are vexed by this evil, man. And the Spirit came upon me because I love to meditate. I sit and, you know, I sit amongst the sheep as well, man. And the fellow elect who make these edifying videos, man, I sit and watch them too. You know? Not to exalt myself, but even a teacher is a student. You know, we always meditate and spend our day focusing on Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, and the oracles of his word, man. But I'm about to jump right into it, man. I come to realize that a lot of the reason why 2/3 of our people are going to have to die, man, and be done away with, is because they are okay with the wickedness of this land. If you are in this truth, you have to be against all that is evil, all that is wicked, all that is anti-Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, all that is against the truth, the light, and the way. You cannot hold hands with this word. And I've had arguments with my woman, with my maid, and I see that a lot of our women, the daughters of Zion, you know, this pertains to a lot of you all. You know, they will claim the faith. They will claim to be daughters of Zion, claim to be believers, but won't come up against evil. They'll be okay with it. And I know this because after speaking to my maid about anything that I may disagree with, because I stand bold as a lion against wickedness. You understand? I can talk about abortion. And what a lot of these women do, including even my own maid, even though they profess the name, even though they profess the faith, they actually hold hands with the ideologies because they don't come against it. If you do not come against this wickedness, if you do not come against Babylon in every way, you are holding hands with Babylon, and therefore you will receive the plagues of Babylon, also known as America. You understand? When you tell the truth and you come up against evil, the demons in people manifest and their true colors really show. When you come against feminism, you'll notice that a lot of the daughters of Zion, that spirit of feminism and that spirit of Jezebel comes out of them. And they defend it. Even though through their words, they come against it. But with their actions, they emulate the same thing that they're supposed to come against. And I want to talk about the judgment that's going to befall those who are half-stepping. There's a line drawn in the sand, and you got to stand on either you got to pick a side, man. Period. Point blank. Period. Mass death and mass destruction is coming. You understand? There's no prolonging it. There's no praying against it. You know, it's coming. And it's righteous. Now let me get into it. And one more thing. You know, the brother Ariah from the Wrath of Heaven channel, and also 144,000 Kings, subscribe to him if you haven't, but he even brought it out in the video, that 2/3 always defend evil. Essentially, I don't know I forgot the exact name of the video, but he always talking about how 2/3 of our people are always defending Esau, always defending Esau's ideologies, always following, and this is nothing new. Because in the days of Egypt, we had wicked Jakes, you know, who followed the customs of the Egyptians. You know, even when brought out of the land of Egypt, they came against Moshe, against Moses. You know, being rebellious. Our people are stiff-necked people, man. And Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, is about to comb through and sift through the house of Israel. And if you ain't bowed it in every way, then you're going to be cut, man. And you're going to learn from death by pain. And the second Esdras, I believe chapter 9, states. Now let's get into it, man. Let's start off with Revelation chapter 3, verse 16. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither hot nor cold, I will spew thee out of my mouth. Okay? And this is because a lot of our people don't come against evil. They don't mind it occurring. They feel as though just because they don't do something, that nothing that needs to be said. Something definitely needs to be said. It needs to be exposed, and you need to come against it. You understand? And if you don't, you holding hands with it. And that's why the Christian church is lukewarm now. They're accepting of homosexuality. They're accepting of whoredom. No one wants to pull the card. But that's what we do. The men of the truth, we pull cards. You understand? We shed light on wickedness. And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to hate evil. It ain't about loving nothing. You don't love nothing but Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, and your fellow elect brethren, and the 1/3. That's all we're supposed to love. We're supposed to love righteousness. Okay? Now let's continue. Let's jump to 18:4. Verse 18:4. Okay? Try and click on it, but as you see, the joint acting goofy, man. But I'm going to go ahead and read it. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye may not be partakers of her sin, and that ye receive not of her plagues. Okay? That ain't nothing but Satan. You're going to receive the plagues of Babylon if you ain't coming against Babylon, man. The line in the sand is drawn. Who are you rocking with? And it's easy to see who's in the spirit and who's not. And the majority of you women are not in the spirit, man. And a lot of you jakes are not as well. But it's especially you women, man. You come against abortion. You talking about abortion. How the daughters of Zion are killing all their babies, man. Over 22 million. That's innocent blood that's going to be recompensed. And that's one of the reasons why Jacob's trouble is going to be so horrible for you women. Because collectively, that has to be answered for. That blood has to be recompensed. You understand? So a lot of you women are going to be seeing your kids being put to death. A lot of you women are going to be going through rape. You know, they're going to be treating y'all like ghetto gaggers, man, except for they're going to be killing you and hanging you and torturing you. These UN troops, they're already here. They're already here. When that grid goes down and there's no more 911, see, it won't be televised. It won't be on the internet. It's going to be reality. And if Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai set you up for that judgment, preserve your wicked ass for that particular judgment, you're going to get it. But when you come against abortion, even my own maid, well, what if she was raped? Well, what if this or what if that? Man, stop being so damn emotional, man. And it's factual that less than 1% of abortions is because of rape or incest or things of that nature. Most of it is because y'all women is some damn whores. And y'all having illegitimate children. And Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai is going to judge y'all for that, man. You understand? The man of the Lord ain't no simps, man. And we're going to continue. We're going to go to, let's go to King Malak Dawadah, man. King David, what he had to say. Psalm 139, 21 through 22. Do not I hate them, O Yahweh, that hate thee? And am I grieved? Am I not grieved with those that rise up against thee? I hate them with a perfect hatred. I count them my enemies, man. You understand? If you ain't speaking out against this evil system, this corrupt system, because a lot of our people are just content here, man. A lot of our people are coons and sellouts and trying to rock the badge of Yasharala, man. You ain't no true Yasharala, Salakia. You ain't no true Yasharala. You're not really about it, man. They cool with this. They don't want this kingdom to fall, man. I pray against this wicked kingdom. Because this kingdom America, this kingdom Babylon, this new Egypt, they hate Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. They do everything against him. And I'm grieved with them that rise up against Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. I hate them with a perfect hatred. Okay? And that's a cut on these retarded Christians that think you're supposed to love every damn body and accept everybody and come as you are. Ain't no come as you are. Ain't gonna be none of that. And perfect order is gonna come back. And Malak Dawadah, King David, was in his right mind. Because that's fearing the Lord. And all those who don't fear the Lord are the enemies of the Lord. You're going to be put to death. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 8, verse 13. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil, pride and arrogancy in the evil way, and the forward mouth do I hate. You're supposed to hate this shit, man. You're supposed to hate Babylon. You're supposed to hate abortion. You're supposed to hate bestiality. You're supposed to hate this pedophilia. You're supposed to hate homosexuality. You're supposed to hate all that. The list goes on. For surely the abominations of the daughter of Babylon, which is under the rulership of Esau, the so-called white man, in this land of America, has surely reached the heavens. And Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai is about to bring that sword. Everything's lined up perfectly, man. We're already in national emergency. Trump is about to close this border down. He already signed the paperwork on it. He's shutting it down, man. You understand? This grid is about to go down. It ain't gonna be no YouTube. It ain't gonna be no Instagram to shake your ass on. It ain't gonna be none of that. It's gonna be you in the judgment or you and the deliverance. And a lot of you people are gonna be put to death, man. Are gonna be judged. It should be 10 to a city and 2 to a field, man. Them nuclear bombs are gonna wipe out a third of man. A third of mankind. Okay? Are gonna be put to death for them nuclear bombs, man. And that can go into Revelations for that. Trying to think if I actually want to go there. I don't want to get off topic. But the spiritual description of what John the Baptist seen with the horsemen, with the creatures that they rode, spit fire and brimstone out of their mouths, and had authority to kill a third of man. That's the nuclear bombs. You understand? This is going to kill a third of mankind. The world population is about 7 to 7.5 billion. 2.5 billion people are about to be put to death, man. And the leftover remnant is going to dwell in torment. A lot of those to the sword will go to the sword, those to the famine. This will be instantaneous famine, pestilence. In the book of Ezra, it says, in those days, ministers' women will give birth to monsters. Yeah, granted, we can see these 2/3 women and men giving birth to these wicked-ass jakes, these thugs, these people born in vain who's going to be put to death. But in all reality, when these nuclear bombs go off, all the radioactive material, the uranium that's going to be in the area, it's going to cause birth defects and deformities. It's going to be like the oblongs. It's going to be a nuclear wasteland. And you women are still going to be getting taken out here. That's what's going to happen in the lawless society. And you're going to be giving birth to your rape baby, and it's going to be a monster. It ain't going to look like a human being. It's going to be deformed because of that nuclear waste. But I'm going to continue, man. So we know we're supposed to hate evil and come up against the lawless society, man. Because if you're not doing that, you're lukewarm. And what I read in Revelation 3:16, you're neither hot nor cold, man. So he's going to spew you out of his mouth. You will not be covered. Your light will be put out. Proverbs 11:21, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished. The seed of the righteous shall be delivered. The righteous is the 144,000 elect in the 1/3. All else will be put to death. When Yahweh Shai makes a small work of this place and sifts through the house of Israel, there's going to be very few left. For this world was created for many, but the one to come will be for a few. And before the new millennial kingdom, there will be mass judgment, a time like it will never has been before, which is the great tribulation and Jacob's trouble. But the elect shall be saved out of it. You understand? Which is the 144,000. The rapture is only pertaining unto the 144,000, the gathering from the four corners of the earth. That's the truth. Only 144,000 people getting up out of here. And not everybody will see death. There'll be a 1/3 remnant of Yasharallah that's going to learn the hard way and have to go through the hard times and build their faith and be tried through the fire as gold and silver is tried. And they're going to see the kingdom. Okay? But 2/3, the majority of you Gentiles are going to be put to death, man, in the most grievous ways. And one of the main reasons is because y'all lukewarm. Y'all don't come against evil, especially the house of Yasharala. That's who I'm talking to. Y'all join hand in hand. Y'all make excuses for the wickedness. You omit yourself from it, but you don't come against it. You're lukewarm. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah is going to put you to death. Okay? Luke chapter 19, verse 27. But those mine enemies, okay, which would not that I should reign over them, bring them hither and slay them before me. Meditate on that. Because what did King David say? Let's go back to Psalms chapter 139, verse 21 to 22. I hate them with perfect hatred. I count them mine enemies. If you're not standing up for Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, you a damn enemy. It ain't no in between. Okay? And though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished. You're going to be punished right along with the wicked. It's Proverbs 11:21 and Revelations 18:4 stated. You got to depart from Babylon spiritually. You got to be set aside. Why? Because Matthew chapter 6 verse 24 says, no man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and Mammon. Mammon is the demon of financial gain and prosperity and vanity. And most of you women serve Mammon. And most of you wicked jakes serve Mammon. Okay? You worried about the things that shall not be, man. A lot of these things that seem important right now shall not be. When this EMP occurs and the grid goes down, your car is not going to start. That fancy Lambo is not going to start. That Range Rover is not going to start. You understand? That iPhone X is not going to be working for you. That $250,000 you got in the bank, that money you have trust in, is going to be offline. And a new currency will be established. That house, that beautiful home you in, or what a lot of you women like to do, is take the house when you get divorces, unlawfully so. That house you done swindled your husband out of, is going to be destroyed through major earthquakes, floods, and calamities. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah bringing judgment. And don't think you got away with nothing. You understand? But you cannot serve two masters. You cannot make excuses for the wicked. You either for Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, or you against Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 31, verse 3. Now the Egyptians are men, and not God, and their horse is flesh, and not spirit. Let's break this down to modern day times. Now Esau, the so-called white man, are men, and they are not God. And their horses are flesh, and not spirit. When the Lord shall stretch out his hands, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down. They all shall fail together. You're going to die with Esau, man. A lot of you jakes are going to die with the ideologies of Esau, because you're not standing up for Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah in boldness. You're not coming against the evil here. A lot of you daughters of Zion got a lot to say, but y'all won't come up against ghetto gaggers. Y'all won't come up against the Instagram prostitution, with these women exposing their bodies, sacrificing to mammon for prosperity and wealth through this cash app, shaking their ass online, being indecent. You're supposed to be the head woman of the earth, but you're the wickedest. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah got some judgment for you women, man. Let's go to Ezekiel chapter 9. I'm going to close it out with this, man. Let's go to 4. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. And to the others he said in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city, and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly, old and young, both maids and little children and women. But come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. That they began at the ancient men which were before the house. Ezekiel chapter 9, 4-6. It says woman twice. Both maids. That's a young woman. Okay? Little children and woman. Even the elderly. Okay? That's at the end of 6. And they began at the ancient men which were before the house. Yahweh is about to judge all these wicked ass elderly people, the young, the children. He's about to bring the sword. He's done it time and time and time again. He brought down every kingdom that was prophesied by Daniel the prophet to King Nebuchadnezzar. This is the last kingdom. And we got a lot of Israelites still playing. A lot of 2/3 niggerlights is about to die. In the matter of the Lord, we're not going to shed a tear for you, nor will we lift up prayer for you. Because we've been out here telling y'all what the deal is. And we're met with contention. So Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah is going to have contention pursue you in the days that are soon to come. All praises, glory, honor, dominion, and power to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah HaMashiach forever and ever. And salutations to the fellow laborers in this truth and the fellow elect 144,000, as well as the 1/3 who is seeking edification and seeking the face of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach while he can't be found. Until next time, Shalom.